Hi there, this is Alvin with KickstartCommerce.com, and in today's tutorial I will be sharing with you a simple tool that you can use to help your website to rank better from a semantic standpoint. And so I want to show you how to use latent semantic search, or basically a search tool that will allow you to figure out what's called LSI keywords that are, ultimately semantically generated. And basically, I guess, depending upon the popularity, think about, let's say, you're writing about, you have one piece of content that's written about an Apple iPhone versus the other is written about an Apple recipe pie. And so apple pie recipe rather. And so, for instance, what would often tend to happen in the olden days, if we could use that term, is that when you would search for Apple, you may say something like Apple phone, but Apple recipe may appear in rankings. Why? Well, it would be because you may have been writing out the recipe, and you may have done something to the tune of, hey, don't hesitate to pick up the phone to call me, to discuss this Apple recipe or this apple pie recipe. And so that could have got you ranked, just using a hypothetical situation here. But nevertheless, it could have got you ranked, but that's not necessarily that's not a good user experience from a search standpoint, because if you're looking for phones, you don't want to find things about an apple pie recipe. So that being said, I'm going to show you a simple tool here, the LSI keyword generator, and it can be found at LSIGraph.com. And so it is the latent semantic indexing, say that fast 5 times, keywords for your SEO content. And so you just simply type in what you're looking for, or keywords to generate, and we will go ahead and check that we are not a robot, and it'll say, hey, we'll verify here, and it's been verified. We click generate, and then basically it will take the term that you enter, and then it will search the LSI database to see what it brings back. And so, for instance, in terms of link building, as you can see here, it shows you various keyword phrases that you could possibly use and write about within your content to give it a better context, so that as you're ranking or attempting to rank your content within search engines, you can get a more finite search ranking result, so that you're not ranking for things that are not related to link building, because it could be chain link building. And so you go, well, are we talking about chain link fences, or are we talking about a chain link fence related to a building? No, you would want to be talking in terms of SEO content and so forth. And so this tool basically gives you many different observations here in terms of when using link building. And so it's interesting that you can say link building, you can also say building links. And so you just have to really figure out, and I also say that you're not going to want to just use link building throughout your content. You're going to want to mix it up. And so, as you can see here, just in terms of building link website, or building links, or my building link software, or this has build link together. You could use build links for SEO, build links for search results, and so it's a pretty neat little tool that I like to use from time to time, just to freshen up the SEO strategy a bit, in terms of if I know that I've written a piece of content and it's focused on link building, then I might want to write something about prices for link building, or it may be a link building app. And so the list goes on, and then you can also see, for whatever reason, it started including like rock rows, and so that I look at that and I go, those are things that you likely won't include in your content because it's not necessarily relevant. And so I hope that, this tool will definitely help you in terms of being able to get ideas for, semantically generated keywords based on, your input, and that you're able to produce more meaningful, relevant content. And so that's it for this video. Again, visit LSIGraph.com to learn more about the latent semantic indexing keyword tool here at LSIGraph.com. And last but not least, please, 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 please subscribe to this to my video, or rather to my YouTube channel. And last but not least, also visit kickstartcommerce.com, where I share search marketing, domain name investing strategies, as well as WordPress tips, tricks, and fixes. And when you arrive there at kickstartcommerce.com, look in the sidebar on the right-hand side of the page, and you should see a newsletter sign up called The Daily Scoop. Sign up for that, and then, like I said, I sent out a weekly newsletter, rather a daily newsletter with tips and tricks for search marketing, WordPress, and then domain name investing strategies. So that's it for this tutorial. Thanks, and that's all for now.